Hey guys, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. So I'm answering Nick's call, Nick Rudow's call for a 420 contest. I know it's a couple weeks late, maybe the contest is already over, but I'm going to show it anyway. So the first one was to show a reggae album, so I decided to not go with a Bob Marley record. This is something that I literally just got, Dadawa Peace and Love. Um, and so this is the only record he released under the name Dadawa. I think he's more commonly known as Ross Michael. Um, and it's kind of a very spiritual, deep reggae. There's only 4 songs on it. Each of the songs are over 10 minutes long. This is a vinyl meat press reissue. I think this was out of print and expensive for many, many years. I'm not going to pull out the vinyl. Actually, I just have the cover. I already have the vinyls pulled out today, but it's on an orange vinyl. For those of you that care about this, I literally have just gotten this. I've spun it once. I thought it was great. I'm probably definitely going to spin it again, maybe right after I'm done making this video. So Dadawa, Peace and Love, reggae album. Show a stoner rock album. Well, first we'll go with the vinyl version. So here's the Melvins live at Third Man Records. And so it's sort of the Third Man Records Blue Series recorded live to acetate. So this is something that's recorded right in they're recording it as the live show is going on. The regular ones go on these pretty cheap um, jackets, and there's the hole here. If you actually attend the show, I did not attend this show, then you get a special colored variant. I'll be talking about that in my Mud Honey video, which will be probably coming out in here in the near future. I think later, if I remember my timing, I think the Mud Honey is going to be out on Thursday. I did attend the Mud Honey show at Third Man Records in Nashville. And then the other band I want to feature, this is on cassette. This is SST Program Annihilator. And so this a soundtrack for destruction. So this was a compilation that was put together sometime probably the mid 1980s by SST Records. I got it. They had an ad in probably like Circus or Hit Parade or one of the hard rock metal magazines. And so it has Saint Vitus is kind of the stoner band that I'm coming from here. There's Black Flag and some other bands on here as well. And kind of what I saw is kind of a theme sort of touching together both the Melvins and St. Vitus is that obviously there were a ton of guys of that age who listened to 70s Black Sabbath and thought 70s Black Sabbath was awesome. Um, and so there's a whole ton of guys who decided Black Sabbath would be awesome if you played it faster. There was a much smaller set of people, like the Melvins and St. Vitus, who thought, this is awesome, but let's play it slower and slower and slower. All right, show a trippy album cover. So Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon is too obvious. Another recent acquisition, this is Mordecai by Krungbin. And so that's a pretty trippy looking cover, I think. I like that cover. But what's even trippier is we've shown you a cassette. Now we're going to show you a CD. And so this is Anima by Tool. And so I got this probably in 1996 when it was released. And it has the lenticular, so sort of the ridged jewel case. And if you tilt it back and forth, the eyes sort of move around. Lenticular, that's your word of the day. So that's pretty trippy. Show an album by a Pothead. David Crosby. I think David Crosby counts as a Pothead. If only I could remember my name. So unfortunately, this old copy, somebody punched a hole in it. Didn't hurt the vinyl. And then of course you've got all of David Crosby's buds from the 70s there. Show an album that mellows you out. Well, this is something I could have shown during the jazz tag. I didn't show this album in the jazz tag, but this is a tone poet, Bobby Hutcherson Oblique. So the nice vibe from him playing the vibes. You can see Herbie Hancock and Albert Stinson and Joe Chambers were also the players on this particular recording. Show an album by a jam band. So I didn't go the obvious route with reggae. I am going to go the obvious route with the jam band. So I'm going to show a Grateful Dead record. I'm showing Working Man's Dead. That's just the choice I decided to make. And so Uncle John's Band, Casey Jones. And then finally, so this was not something that Nick had suggested, but I came up with a seventh question. The 420th entry in your collection, according to Discogs, sorting from A to Z. I know for many of you in the vinyl community, that might take you to the Beatles part of your collection, somewhere in the B's. I have a big collection by normal people standards, but not by vinyl community standards. So it does take me to the M's. This is something, again, I could have, but didn't show in the country music tag. But one of my favorite modern country artists, Margot Price. Margot Price is awesome. And this is her debut. That's how Rumors Get Started. Brilliant songs. Hands of Time, Hurtin' on the Bottle, Tennessee Song. And so Margot Price. And so that's my 420 entry. A few weeks late, but I hope you enjoyed it.